Hello again, second grade. Ooh, today I hope you have your thinking caps on. I hope you are ready to do some adding and determining the value of some coin combinations because we're going to have some fun today. Let's go ahead and get our learning target ready. We'll review some learning from the last 2 days and then we're going to jump right in. I can determine the value of dollar and coin combinations. And guys, I got to add something to this learning target. And we are going to solve some word problems with these. Yep, we're solving some word problems. And we are going to have to determine the value or how much these are put together. But we want to make sure that we're showing our thinking, whether we're showing how we're counting or we're showing how we're adding. And especially thinking back to the work we did yesterday, the day before, we want to be thinking, how are we grouping these coins or grouping these dollars to make them easier to add or easier to count? So I want you to be thinking about that a lot today and tomorrow with the work that we're doing. Just a reminder as we think about our work today, a lot of the problems are going to have the amount or how much money people have. We're going to be seeing it written like this, which is in decimal form because it has a little decimal point right there. It looks like a period. And that decimal breaks up the dollars and the cents, much like those little 2 dots separate hours and minutes on our time. So I have this little doohickey over here to remind us of how we read that. So we have our dollars and our cents. Or remember, when we're writing our cents, we write it with a C and a line through it. A dollar is worth 100 cents, and the dollar sign looks like this. So when we have that decimal form of dollars and cents, we see it like this: the dollars, the decimal, and the cents. And we read it $5.72. It's kind of like a little and, right? And we only put the dollar sign when we write that. But in second grade, we do not have to write it like that. No, siree, Bob. We can write it like this. We can write it $5.72, or, it's a little bit better, $5.72, where we have the dollar and the cent sign. We don't have to write all the words out, but we can show it any of these ways. I like this way the best. Once you kind of get in the hang of it and you start using and seeing this often, you might even get comfortable writing it like that. So as we look at our work today, just know that we are going to see it written similar to this, but I will always try to break it down to look like this so that we know what it's asking us. Let's go ahead and look at our first problem. George found $1.86 in his backyard. Again, $1.86 in his backyard. Later, he found 2 $1 bills, 2 dimes, and a nickel in his pocket. How much money did he find in all? Oof. Remember, with word problems, I always want to ask you, what do we know? You're right. We know that he had $1.86. What else do we know? He found 2 $1 bills, 2 dimes, and a nickel in his pocket. How much money did he find in all? Remember, he found $1.86 in his pocket, or in his backyard, and then he found 2 $1 bills, 2 dimes, and a nickel in his pocket. How much money did he find? Show me how you might solve this. What are you going to do first? How do you get started with this? Why did you draw $3? Oh, okay. So there's your $2, but then your $1 from your $1.86. Okay, then what did you do? Why did you add 80 and 20? Ah, because they're your tens. Okay, and then what did you do? And what did you notice about when you added your nickel and your 6 cents? And how did you show that? I notice you're using base 10 blocks. Why are you using drawing base 10 blocks to help you solve this? What do your hundreds represent? Your dollars? And then what are those tens coming from? And what about your ones? That's a really great connection. That does help you solve a little bit easier. What I want to see when we come together, I'd love to see you take that and see if you can connect it to the coins. We're going to show both of those ways, and I want you to make sure that you're thinking, how do my base tens look like dollars and coins if I want to draw it like that? I noticed that you counted on. How did you count on? And what did you notice when you got to 111? It was another $1.11. All right, friends, we're coming together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pencils down, done. Now remember, as always, if you are at home and you are not ready to listen to this work yet, that is a-okay. I want you to pause me and resume me when you are done and you're ready to listen to other strategies or a strategy that looks just like yours. Are you ready? Okay, we're actually going to start with a way that I was not expecting, but that made a really great connection to our coins and a connection to what we were learning last week, I guess. Was it last week or the week before? I don't even remember anymore. Friend, tell me what you did first. What is this? It's your base 10 blocks, your hundreds, tens, and ones. And so what number are you building when you do your 100, 80, and 6? $1.86. Why did you put 100 for your $1? Right? Yes, we know that $1 is worth 100 cents. So there's that 100, 80, and 6. And then what did you do? 2 $1 bills, so 2 hundreds, 2 dimes that are worth 10, and then a nickel, which is worth 5. Okay, and then what did you do? Okay, so you knew that 6 and 4 was 10, so you traded that out and put that extra 10 down there, okay, and so you had 1 in your ones place, okay, then what? You had 300 here, and then what did you have here? 80, 90, 100, 110. Okay. Your 300 and your 100 was 400. Your 0 tens, 110, and 0 tens was 110. And then you had 1, 1. Okay, so that made 411. And so then what does that equal when we think about our coins? $4 and 11 cents, or $4.11. There's that 100 separating from your tens and your ones. Can I have a friend share? Can I have you share? You did something very similar, but not with your base 10 blocks. How did you show this with your coins? So you had your $1, and why did you make your 80 into dimes? Because those were dimes, okay, and it just made it a little bit easier. All right, and then you did, how did you show 6? A nickel and a penny, okay? And then what did you do? There's your two $1 bills. Okay. Your two dimes. And then your nickel. Okay, and then what did you do there? Your two nickels equal one dime. You traded them out, okay? 10, so you had $3 there. 10, you had 80, 90, 100, 110. So you had $1 and 10 cents here. And then you had a 1 cent there because you had traded that out, okay? All right. And then what did you notice? You had your $3 and $1, which was $4. Your 10 and your 1 cent, which was 11 cents. How is that similar to this work? We had our hundreds, okay? Our tens. We could exchange these two fives for one dime, or this 10 for that 10. And then we have this penny left over. Very similar, isn't it, friends? Absolutely. Something that I thought was very interesting, just one more way to think about this, was a friend they had their $1 and their $2, and then they had 86, and they started with that, and then they said what? 96, 106, because there's your dime and there's your dime. And then you had your nickel. And so your nickel, you had to go to 111. Did you just know that? And you said, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you had to do that in your head. Okay. And so when you entered that, we had a 111. And so one of those dollars comes over here, and then you have your 11 cents. There's so many things to think about. We can count on, we can skip count, we can think about our hundreds, tens, and ones, or our dollars, our dimes, and then our ones, and thinking about that connection. Now I'm going to challenge you guys. If you need to do it this way, that's fine. On the next problem, I'm not going to show that strategy, but we know that we can connect that. So if you use that this time, think about how this friend showed something very similar using the dimes and the nickels and the dollars, okay? I'm going to challenge you to kind of push yourself into this next represent, like we're going to be representing that those hundreds with dollars, representing those tens with dimes, representing those ones with those nickels and those pennies, and see how we can make that connection between those two things. Let's read the next problem and see how we might count or add, and be thinking about how you're grouping those coins to help make it easier. Jesse had a $5 bill, two $1 bills, should have an S at the end of that, right? Oh, it's plural, because there's more than one, and 4 dimes. She bought some stickers and a sticker book for $3.25. How much money does she have left? Well, let's take a look at that again. Jessie had a $5 bill, two $1 bills, and 4 dimes. She bought some stickers and a sticker book for $3.25. How much money does she have left? What do we know? She has a $5 bill, okay? She has two $1 bills and 4 dimes. How much money does she have? Ooh, let's figure that out, won't we? She bought some stickers and a sticker book for $3.25. How much money does she have left? Ooh, so what do we need to do first with this? First, we need to figure out how much money she had, right? She had a $5 bill and two $1 bills, and then she had 4 dimes. Let's first figure out how much money she had. Can you all show me how much money she had? And then put a thumb in front of your tummy when you think you know. What did you do first? And then what? So how much money does she have altogether to start? Okay, seeing a lot of thumbs. How about you guys at home? All right, how much money does she have altogether? She has $7. How'd you get $7? 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then how many cents does she have? How do you know 40 cents? 4 dimes, 4 tens is 40. Okay, so we would write that $7 or we could write that $7.40. What do we need to add to that equation to help show what happened? So she had a $5 bill, 2 $1 bills, and 4 dimes, or she had $7.40. She bought some stickers in a sticker book for $3.25. How much money does she have left? What would our equation be? $7.40. Are we adding or are we subtracting? We're subtracting because she bought them. She spent that money, right? She spent $3.25. And what are we trying to find out? How much money does she have left? Oh, so how will we go about solving that? Go ahead, and now I want you to take some time, private think time, to show me how you might solve this. Remember to ask yourself, what are you going to do first? What are you going to take away first? What might you break up to make it just a little bit easier to subtract? And how much money does she have left? Where is the $7.40 in your work? Why did you break up that dime? How did that make it easier to subtract? Okay, and so what did you do? What did you do next? Took away your dollars, and then what did you do? And how much did you have left over? And where do you see that in your work? Ooh, all right. Friends, go ahead and stop the video if you're still thinking, and we're going to show some different strategies, okay? All right, friend, tell me what you did first. Okay, so why did you break up your dollars into $7 bills? Because you were taking away $3 and you couldn't take away those two. Okay, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and when you did your coins, what did you show? Why did you break it down into 3 dimes and 2 nickels? 2 nickels is the same as 1 dime. Why did you break it up into nickels? Because you were taking away 25. Okay, so then once you drew out your $7.40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $7, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40 cents. Okay, so that does show what you need. How did you take away $3.25? All right, $3, 10, 20, 25. Okay, and where do you have left? $4 and 15 cents. How'd you get 15? 10 and 5. Okay, so you say we have $4.15 left. Wiggle waggle, that's the same thing you got. Did everybody solve it the same way? I have a friend who showed it a little different way. What did you do? Okay, so you did 7 take away 4, or 7 take away 3, sorry. And what did that equal? What were you taking away when you did 7 take away 3? Your dollars. Okay, and then what did you do? You wrote 740, take away set 25. Okay, and what did you do when you did 40, take away 25? Okay, so, so you drew that out. And you crossed off 5 1s, and then the 2 10s, and you had 1 10 and 5 1s left. Okay, so you had $4, and your 15 was your cents. Okay. Two different ways to solve it. How are they similar? There's the 7, take away the 3, which is 4. Okay. How are the cents similar? Still 40 cents. We have 3 10s and the 10 1s, or the 2 dimes, or 5 and 5. Crossed off 2 dimes, crossed off 5 cents. They both got 15. Friends, when we think about showing our work, we can show it in lots of different ways to find the unknown. Remember, you sometimes have to take a step 1 in order to do a step 2, right? We all had to do this one first before we could do either of these, right? We had to figure out what is a $5, a $2, and 4 dimes before we could do the next. So as you're reading your problems today, I want you to make sure that you are looking carefully, reading the problems carefully, and doing and showing how you're solving and how you're counting to find the unknown. Happy solving!